Oh, we are. All right. Okay. What's up, guys? It's your girl Miss Gaming. With me, of course, here I have a very interesting caster with me tonight for the Kenya Championship Games for the Africa Champs. And yeah, Priest, tell us something about you and why your head is here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having me. Welcome to the Carry First PUBG Mobile Africa Champs, Kenya. And I am here with Mitch, as she said earlier, and it's actually been quite interesting to see the dynamic of how this competition has been going on. I think this is week 5 now, so I really want to see what Kenya has to offer. I've been a big
Mm-hmm.
fan of watching the solo escapades of majority of these players, so I want to see who's
Mm-hmm.
going to be walking away with that big UC prize at the end of the day.
Well, okay. Actually, you'll be surprised about that, to be honest. When you look at the lobby, I can't even see, I was telling you earlier, I can't see players that I'm familiar with. So probably we're going to be seeing quite a ton of events. I'm expecting to see players that are good that I've never seen. It's nice actually to see solos. I'm not a fan of solos. I'm not that confident, but seeing players come in here playing solos, that actually shows how confident they are. I don't think you're that confident, Priest. With all your might, I don't think you can play alone in a lobby of 70 plus players. Can you?
I mean, it takes something special, to play in the solo lobbies. I
Yeah.
think you have to be mentally grounded if you want to come out on top and take something away for yourselves. But again, I could
Mm.
speak to how the pressure usually mounts. But I think this particular type of game is low pressure. I mean, you're going out to get for some rewards and to get
Mm.
something interesting as well. So yeah, we're locked in.
Yeah, we're probably going to be seeing a lot of campers tonight, to be honest, because it's a solo match. Of course, there are prizes to be won. We have the position 1 players getting 1800 UC. I mean, the fact that you're going to go home with 1800 UC, in your mind you've already calculated that I'm going to do a couple of things. Bonus RP is out. Who doesn't want the bonus RP? So I'm guessing the campers will have to prevail tonight for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. The Cowboys will have to prevail tonight. But I still think
Mm.
those players that like to take it, aggressively will be the ones that will come out on top at the end of the day. I have to give, respect to those players because those are the ones that I personally am looking forward to. I want to see if someone's going to win this with like 20 eliminations or something, and come out on top. I would be very, very impressed with that ability. If I do find a
Mhm.
diamond in the rough, one of those players that just tends to do, something a little bit special, go the extra mile, just
Mm.
that kind of thing. So yeah.
Honestly, honestly, I'm vouching for campers. It's nice that you're there for the pro players. But for me, I'd say I'm vouching for that one player who'll probably sit in a shack or maybe in a bush. I don't know if you've seen these players that tend to stay in bushes and hide just in a ghillie suit. But it's fine, we'll see. But just looking at the game, we have finally kickstarted the game tonight. First game being Erangel. The flight path again looks actually very interesting. It's mostly leaning on the western side of Erangel, coming from all the way from ferry all the way to shooting range. You're going to be seeing where people land. And then since it's a solo game, I think tonight you're going to be having either a very fast game or a slow game. Depends on how people react to these games tonight. But I feel somehow excited. I don't know about you, Priest, but the excitement in this game, I can actually feel it.
Yeah, you're right. Super excitement, big moves, big games. And we are going to be very, very we're going to be very surprised, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not trying to see someone win here with one elimination. That's not the subscription I'm here for. So I want Kenya to turn up. I want to see someone that's gonna do 15 eliminations, 20, 30 even. And
Mm.
that's what I'm looking out for. We've got 74 players in the cut. So out of these 74, if someone can do at least 30 eliminations, I ain't gonna be mad. I'm definitely not gonna be mad. So yeah, I'm gonna be
Mm.
looking out for that one. That's personally, that's what I'm going to be looking out for.
Nah, I actually like the hope you have, but There is no way someone will be getting 30 kills. But if they do, honestly, I think that person should be playing in other games because ain't no way someone goes home with 30 kills. I'm going to be very, very happy to see someone with even just the last kill taking on the win. It's going to be quite impressive, but that's going to take a lot of hustle, a lot of sweat, because 74 players is actually a very big number for you to survive till the end with zero kills, with no one finding you. Most of the players have camped around each other, but we can see players already have been taken back to lobby. Unfortunately, Joram is the first blood. But then in Gatka, we have a couple of players here. We can see G9, yay. We can see YC, Jogo, and Ganho. Actually, Priest, tonight you're going to be having a hard time pronouncing these names, but I'd like you to give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, these are African names, so, and I'm African. It shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, I
And
do respect players that like to keep it, African and very, very straightforward there. Ooh, first shot doesn't connect, tries again. The shotgun meta is
let's
always gonna
go.
fail though. After you miss the first two shots, you're getting cooked. You're getting cooked, bro. If you're
Yeah.
not landing the first two with a shotgun, even the S687, if your first shot doesn't connect, you always have to rethink your options. Jogo is already on the ground floor, switches immediately to the AKM, knows for a fact UMP is not going to cut it, and he's going to try to take this one on the onslaught. But again, Mitch, when you're taking a fight, if you're going up the stairs, it's going to
Let's
be
go.
very hard. You take damage all through, gets into the corners, then jump shots,
Yo.
and he will wrap it in. Jogo with the finish.
Let's
Okay,
go.
well, I think we've set our eyes on one of the big players. I think we've started to see, the players that are going to be bringing some action tonight.
Yeah. You actually said Jogo.
I
But
mean,
yes.
what do you mean? Is that all right? It sounds right to me.
No, 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 no. It's a Jogo. There's a way it's supposed to be pronounced. But no, I will get it as the game progresses. The names will be quite tricky for you, especially for the people that have very Kenyan like names. You're going to have to adjust. But we can see already from 74 players, we have 61 remaining. Beautiful spray there with an Uzi. Quite unexpected. I never expect someone to have such a gun combination, an Uzi and an S6 double barrel. That's unexpected, to be honest, in a competitive scene. Using those guns doesn't make sense. But we have Inferno feeling quite confident with the dagger. I don't know where the confidence is coming from, but he's basically waiting on the teammate there, VMAX Stro, to make a mistake. Not the teammate, but the player there to make a mistake so that we can have a knock. But then he has very interesting gun combinations as well. I don't know if the room is full of the shotguns. Yo, the forehead was lacking, and the guy there had his chance there to take him out. I don't know about you, Priest, but when you look at the gun combinations, I don't know about you, but they feel risky, right?
Well, personally, it's solos, so you pick up what you find first. It's really a matter of picking up the first weapon that comes in. If it's a shotgun and a UMP, or if it's a shotgun and a VSS, or if it's a UMP and a Vector, or UMP and a Bison, man, or whatever it is, you pick it
Mm,
up first and then you worry about it later. I think that's what most of these players are worried about right now. At least let them have a weapon on hand, because there's nothing
mm,
like drop spots. There's nothing like, oh, this is my house, this is my area, this is my space. Nothing like
yeah.
that here. You're
Mm,
just trying to survive. So if you get a weapon, whatever it is you get, you work with it going forwards. And I think the players that we do need to look out for as well are those ones that are going to be cruising around in vehicles, and I think they will
yeah.
have a
Yeah.
little bit of an advantage. It's going to be very difficult to track them down, and I think they would be able to get into the zone quicker and much more effectively than other players that are still going to be on foot.
Probably, but there we have Jakin. Oh, interesting name. Getting pushed there by 1HT. 77K is actually a good player from Kenya. 77 changed his name, but he's actually a good player. You see how confident he is with the push there. Beautiful picks, and we go. Jacking there actually had a chance of taking him out, but then unfortunately, 77K is actually a very confident player. Um, whichever the game is, whether it's a squad, a solo, his mode of playing, he's usually the one going for that push. So I did expect that to happen. I expected him to get that kill there. But then one thing I've noticed about solos is the tension that you have, because you can see Sevarni is crowded. I think we have at least 4 players in Sevarni. We have another one coming in as well, joining them in Sevarni. That's actually very stressful to be there right now. Zone is about to move, and they're going to be exposed to some sort of campus. We've seen one player here already camping it out, just snaking in the room. You're going to be seeing what is going to happen there. But then a couple of players already been taken back. So you're already down 24 players, even though we've not seen exactly when. But what is happening? It's like people are landing at the same place. Honestly, if I were them, Zarki, Kameshki, Primosk, prison would make sense to me right now. But landing as a, like, where people are expected to land, and it's a solo, ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. But as you can see, Priest, I don't think we're having people that are getting even more than 2 eliminations so far, with even 24 players in the lobby. So do you think you'll get your 10 kills a player tonight?
I think we still have a chance of that happening. I really do
Mm,
believe that that's going to happen. But
mm.
talking about how players have been able to land, and they've been crowding and stacking on each other. I think that has more to do with the playing path than anything else. A couple of players just getting caught out with the playing path. It doesn't necessarily give you too many options because mentioned Zaki, Kameshki, all those kind of places. You can only go to places like that if the playing path will actually allow you to make it easier of a drop. Most of these other players that are already there, they didn't land there. They just took a vehicle and made their way there. There's 2 players in Zarki, and those 2 haven't even locked in. They've not even, taken shots at each other just yet. But they know, they are 100% certain that they
Yeah,
are that they're there. It's like that Spider-Man meme where one Peter Parker is pointing
let's
to the other
go.
Peter Parker. First spray is good
Let's get it.
from Verimax again, but he tries his best to pop through with the DP, but unfortunately, it doesn't make it happen. That guy's just gonna hang around behind the coop. If I was him, I would pop out immediately with the grenade just to shake things up. But unfortunately, he could
Mm.
be caught between a rock and a hard place. There, he's in the middle of 2 players, and I'm not sure he's aware. But that player, all the way over there in Rozok Rider, I believe he can spot him if he pops out a little bit too long. So he has to be careful. And he pops over the top, and
Let's
he will be
go.
wrapped up. Easy collapse with the DP. I mean, I love the DP 28. Super stable, super efficient, 7.62 millimeters. I mean, I think that's my favorite LMG. Or do you prefer it to the M249?
M249 all the way. That actually certified you are a
Yeah, of
noob
course.
in
Of
PUBG
course you'd say
Mobile.
that because it has like 150 rounds. You're just gonna keep shooting, even if you're gonna miss. You don't even care.
That's a Victor gun. This is a solo game. Victors are expected to, dominate the whole game. A person like Rick, so we're expecting him to dominate the game. You see how he's snaking confidently, but then if he was in a building with the M249, that guy can demolish players one by one. As long as you enter that room, he will pre-fire till the end. 150 bullets is a lot. I'd rather spray it till my finger hurts. So let's go. We had a camper there and
Ooh,
GG's. He almost had him actually. That's actually good reflex there.
yeah.
But unfortunately, Fury just happened to have maybe a better device or something, but the reflex there was unmatched. He almost took him back to lobby. The guy was camping in that room. You see, the campers are winning this. I told you the campers are going to dominate, but I don't want to toot my own horn. I know what I'm saying. It's a Victor type of game. But let's get it. There we have another player here, Madman, with Venom right in front of him there. Everyone trying to think of a way they're going for that push. A Bison, favorite gun to play with. A beautiful pre-fire shield work. And GG's
Ooh,
second time we've seen a person with this such HP. We've seen Fury with that,
ooh.
right? Now we're seeing Madman. It's that crazy. And you're alone. There's nothing like getting knocked. I don't think there's a self-aid kit, right? Probably there isn't.
Ooh, that was very, very close, very, very dangerous for Madman there. But the Bison, you gotta respect the Bison. Again, these weapons that just keep on shooting and shooting and shooting. These are where those this is the kind of game where those weapons prevail. The Thompson, the Bison, the DP, the M249, those weapons that just have more than 40 rounds. ready to go. But again, we're gonna keep an eye out for Vim Extro. He has been actually very, very solid so far. Three eliminations. DP still absolutely cooking. He's not taking his foot off the gas at all, and that is what I want to see. He's just 7 eliminations away from 10. I believe this is the guy that's going to make something happen.
Yeah, of course. You're feeling very confident because of how he's taking those fights, but I don't know. We have GST captain there. I think this is the second time, third time actually. 3 kills already in the bag. I've seen him in the kill feed. So far, I believe captain and TK Allen Cup. I believe he's also leading there with 3 eliminations. We're already at 39 players. I mean, we're just in the second phase of the zone. It's going to be quite interesting. Um, I don't know. I'm just excited actually to see how this plays out, especially for the final zone. You're solo. You don't have players to cover your back or your sides. You're basically alone using the 360i thing on PUBG. But I don't know if that's going to be an easy thing for players that we can see. Lil Gadira. You see that name? You can't say it. If I asked you to say it, my lord, it will sound so wrong in
I don't
many
know why
ways.
you trust. You should trust me. I mean, you should trust me. I mean, I do have a little bit of Kenya in me. You know, I do have a little bit of Kenya in me, but I keep saying that I need to come to Nairobi so you can teach me all of these, intonations, so I don't have to be butchering it on stream and having and have everyone laugh at me. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna say too much about that one. I think
Please say the
we'll
name
get
for
to the
player
we'll get to the
30.
bottom of that.
Please say that
We'll
name.
get to the we'll get to the bottom of that later
Uh-huh.
on. Rex on the move. I don't think this guy's gonna take a shot. It's not ideal. He's gonna give away his position. Yeah, he's not going to take a
Mm,
shot. Rex moves on, probably going to get himself out
yeah.
in the open there. But again, looking at the
Mm,
play zone, it's very interesting to see that you can count the number of players that have made their way into the zone a little bit more central. If you're
mm,
trying to survive, if you're trying to play, in a lobby like this, being central is the key. You have to be smack dab in the center of the zone. Reduces the need for you to move. Prince MK falls to the play zone. Falling to the play zone in zone two is diabolical work. I don't know what's going on with him. Hopefully, it might have been AFK. I'll just call it that. But Lord actually runs Madman over, and I saw this happening. Those players with the vehicles are the ones you're going to be looking
mm-hmm.
out for. You got to have the vehicle at this point. You just have to. And I don't think he spotted Newbie King, but he might have him over to that northern side from the hill position. Tempest again. Players are just running over other players. This is the time. This is the time. You got to have a vehicle
Yeah,
at this point. If you don't have
yeah.
one, someone is going to run you over. You're just gonna get run over for sure. You're gonna get run over for sure. You're gonna be deer in the streets for sure. Akido has been spotted by Fury there. Surely he's gonna pop over to the left hand side, get an angle on him, plays off even deeper from that hill position. But I think he might be able to circle a way around. But again, the vehicles, it's so hard. It is so difficult, to deal with players that are inside of vehicles. Is always going to be very, very difficult. And I think those players that still haven't found a vehicle at this point, they're going to be on the receiving end of a lot of chaos.
Yeah, but it's actually interesting that we have players that are feeling too confident with the vehicles, but then I don't get it. We've seen people snake in open field. That explains why the people with vehicles are having the time of their lives there. But we can see teams here, players, sorry, are now getting closer to each other. We have Nexima preparing that molly to cook stubborn up, but then he misses. I don't know how he misses that, but sometimes it happens. If you panic, you do tend to move your finger a little and you miss the window there, and you cannot get your molly cooking anyone but you sometimes. So we can see Nexima there with the S12K shotgun is out to play. Haven't seen a DBS play yet, but we had, oh yes, we had the guy who was going against Fury at the DBS, but now Nexima is feeling quite confident in the S12K here, waiting for Stubborn to make a mistake. I don't think he's going to do that, but before he does that, even as people are watching the live stream there, make sure you do the necessary, and that is share the live stream link and get your buddies to join us here. Wakenya wote, tell them to come watch us. The games are just getting started. Watu wanapikana, watu wanafinyana nades. Yani, it's becoming too much. So make sure you share the link. If you haven't followed the Curry Fast YouTube and the PUBG Mobile Africa YouTube Curry Fast TikTok, make sure you do so as you enjoy the games. Tap on that screen, like the live button for YouTube. I mean, do whatever you can just to make sure the live goes as much as possible, because me and Priest here, a man who cannot say the Swahili names, are trying to make you guys understand or have a good time in the Africa Champs Kenyan category. I don't know about Priest, to be honest. Priest is such a noob, though. I tried to ask him between a DBS and a S12K before, and he said the S12K. Such things they certify you as noobs. Same way he's picking a DP28 from the SM249. Same things make you a noob. But we have here again Savage thinking like Priest. I don't know about you, Priest, but we have a lot of Priest heads in this game. What do you think?
Yeah, okay, so you can all ignore all everything that Mitch said because clearly, she don't know what she's talking about. I mean, if we're being very, very honest, S12K is way, way more ideal for a real player. DBS is not for real players. DBS is for spammers
Eh.
and people that just love to miss all of their shots and hopefully try to get the first one. Savage manages to escape the danger there. Again, see where this guy is perched up. I mean, come on, it's only here. I gotta respect it though. I can't even be mad. But again, if you're gonna be hanging up all the way up here, you better
Mm,
not miss. You better not
mm,
miss. He's missed his
yeah,
shots. So he's cooked. There's no way he makes it all the way down here without getting dropped off as well. And it's gonna
people.
pop through, but it's a little bit too far out, doesn't make the shot. Again, this would have been a perfect opportunity for Savage to, turn things around. Whoa. Well, that was the unexpected, but fortunately for him, he's got a vehicle. Ooh, 77K is going to be swept away by
Finally.
Fury. And
Mm,
yeah, I saw that one coming a mile away. You guys already know Mitch has no idea what he's talking about. He was talking about 77K is the main guy. Told y'all he's not even the main guy. He just got cooked. He's back in the lobby. He's probably back in the
ah,
comment section right now, looking at what happened to him, and it's
ah.
unfortunate. But the best holding up a little bit of a corner position here, and like we said earlier before the game kicked off, the campers are looking to camp this out. It's going to be Camp Rock in this. Now we're all going to be sitting by the bonfire, looking for who's going to be sent back into the lobby in the next stage. And here we go. Bye
Let's
bye.
go.
Yeah, you know
Knew
the
it.
funny thing, the crazy
Uh-huh.
thing.
Yes, yes.
That would have been a jump scare. Savage
Mm,
probably screamed the moment that happened to him, bro. Imagine just run into the room and a DBS straight to
uh-huh.
your face. And
Mm,
nah, man, that's just going to be that's so unfortunate, But again,
mm,
you just can't be moving like that. You just can't be moving like every door, every inch of every door is getting swept through. If just
mm.
can't be moving in and you don't check. You just gotta check first. You
Yeah, you
peek
have
in
to
and
do
you
something
move out.
about it.
You don't just don't be barging in like it's your house or something. It's not your house, and
Mm,
you've learned the hard way. I think you're gonna learn you're gonna learn, and he has learned back in the comment section. And speaking of comment section, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Carry First social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. PUBG Mobile Africa as well. Stay locked in. Keep your finger on the dial. I think it's 1,800 UC, if I'm not mistaken.
yes, for the
Yep,
first place,
1,800
1800
UC for
EC.
first place, 720 for second place, and 325 UC for third place. Big UC going on. I
Yeah.
mean, if you win like 2 times, I think you can win like the Glacier M4, like Joker M4. That would be big. If I had a Joker or a Glacier M4, best believe
Mm,
I'm gonna have like two of that weapon. I'm gonna have
yeah,
two, bro. I'll have
exactly.
I'll have two M4s. I'll have two M4s.
Yes.
I'll have one with the Joker skin, one with the Glacier skin, or something like that. Trust, I'm the type to do something like that. I don't even care.
Mm,
I'm gonna show off, and my name is just gonna be flashing in the kill feed,
Cupid.
and I don't even care. I honestly don't care. You guys, Mitch has like 500 skins, and she's not even good at the game, so I don't know. I don't know how she manages to do that one, but
Jealousy.
it is what it is. Call
Well,
it whatever you
honestly,
want, but
no, listen, I'd give you a hack. Play these games. Why say I have all that? Play these games. Win yourself 1800 UC, 720 UC, 325 UC. You still have the same gun skins. You still have the same bonus RP, whatever you want. All you have to do is play. These games are going on for 10 weeks, Priest. 10 weeks. and we're in the 5th week.
Yeah,
That should
but
tell you
I
that's
mean, they're not
enough to
gonna let
see.
me. They're not gonna let me win every week. Aikido already making the move right there. Gets caught out. First
Let's
shots, and
go.
the AKM will close things out. Damn, with a damn good shot, and we'll put
Mm,
Aikido back into the lobby. 26 players alive is still a big possibility here for any of these players to snatch that game. The only thing that I don't want to see here is terrorist activity. I don't want to see no one elimination chicken dinner. I'm not trying to see none of that. You know, I
mm,
really, and I best believe the Kenyan players are very, very solid. I don't think they're going to allow any of that to happen, you know, because that's what we refer to terrorist activity, winning with just one elimination. Come on, you know, because I saw something like that happen like last week in one of the games I
mm-hmm,
was streaming. I saw something like that happen. It was so weird, you know, one player, one elimination, and that was the chicken dinner. Come on,
mm.
man, we don't want
Yeah,
to
it
see that.
happens. It
And
happens. It
Ryder,
happens. But we have
I have
there a
to
guy that
respect.
is
I have to respect.
nameless.
Yeah,
We
exactly. Yeah, I have to respect those guys that somehow, you know, create team usernames that don't have names on it. I don't know
yeah,
how they do all the special characters, but I mean, if
really,
you
you
win a
have to
game,
Google
what are we
it.
supposed to say? Yeah, but I
Mm.
mean, if you win, what are we supposed to say though? Like, what do we call you
Nameless
when
for the
the
win.
name doesn't
Beautiful
show up?
there. Yo,
Ooh, you see, gotta respect the DP28 baby. And
and the
immediately he
M4.
was immediately he did that. There was always
Yeah.
somebody waiting for you to send you
Mm,
back into the lobby. That is why solo is so painful. You put everything in it. You get your 1v1 opportunity. You come out on top, but unfortunately,
mm,
someone right there has just been watching you the whole time, waiting for you to finish
exactly.
whatever it is you're doing and send you packing. And that's just what it is. So far, I think we've got like 4 or 5 players. I've got 3 eliminations apiece. And I think it's one of those players that's going to win this game. I'm going to stake on it. And he might decide to
No,
bounce that
let's
grenade perfectly.
go.
Oh, Captain! Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Damn
Wow.
it.
That was a perfectly launched grenade. I mean, but what are you
I don't,
doing hanging by the stairs, though? Like,
Nah, that's a Kobe. Now that's a perfect Kobe because nah, ain't no way. But then looking at what is happening so far, 20 players are still remaining. This is a solo match. Being open field like metal might not be the best thing to do right now. The players you were saying that are moving to the vehicles, I think now they're the ones enjoying this the most because you cannot stand open field and expect to be safe anywhere in this case where we can see there he's trying to get a kill there with the vehicle, but then this guy feeling confident the drop shot is in and GG's. When you see a snake you hit it by the head, and that is exactly what happened there. The drop shot did not connect there, but we can see, I don't know if it's temp, but there with a
ooh,
beautiful spray. Nameless again gets, I think, his 4th kill right now. I believe the special characters give people powers. That's, it's something about it. When we were new to PUBG, when you see such a name, nameless, that shows this guy is pro. Because how did he do that? You get it? But then Metal there as well
I
gets
have
taken back
seen
slowly. Tempest.
I have seen I have
Let's
seen some
go.
nameless noobs, I'll tell you that one.
You, of
But
course. We're
we
not talking
got
about
we
you.
got what? What?
Let's
Girl,
continue.
please. But
Ah.
still someone has a ghillie suit in here. I'm repping that guy. I want the guy on the ghillie suit to win if he can pull something special. I think that's Tempest playing off that northwestern side could work for him as well.
Mm.
But VMAX True has been very, very solid so far. Put a lot of work in. Unfortunately for him, he's got only a level 1 vest. I don't know how far that's going to carry him. Down playing off the southwestern side. Black Adolf probably has him in his sight lines. You can see he's scoping towards that direction. I believe he knows that someone is trying
Mm.
to pop in from that position. But hopefully Dam will actually scout where he's coming through and make that open move. But Adolf has spotted him and he's surely gonna let the bullets
Let's
fly. Fast spray
go.
into the corner
Beautiful
and he makes it
spray.
through. Will he survive?
Let's
No, he
get
will
it.
not. And Dam will go back
Damn.
into the lobby. Ooh,
The
man.
guy just called himself
But
damn. That
but
made sense.
but damn, I don't think he needed to run in a straight line. I think that's what got him killed, honestly, because he could have just swapped through and made a couple of dashes left, right, just to get out of dodge, from that position. I
Jiggling.
think that would have been the most ideal thing. Ooh! Well, the pressure is getting
Ah,
worse. The pressure
Captain
is getting worse. The
again.
best.
Let's go,
He's trying
Captain.
to use the grenades to the top draw, pops over to the
Let's
top hand
go.
side, switches immediately. Yes, swap
Yeah.
J. S12K, baby. Captain, my captain strikes again.
Nah,
6 eliminations, down to 11 players, and
nah,
we're starting to see who's on top of the food chain here.
nah. Ain't no way. The S12K, the man was trying to do a beautiful jump shot, but then he didn't even touch the ground
Yeah, this
again.
guy is not making it into the
Nah,
zone. That guy
of
is
course he
not making
won't.
it into the zone.
He
He's
won't.
going he's
10
going back
players
into the lobby for
remaining.
sure.
7 seconds. That's too little for him to run all the way to the next zone. I don't think that's possible. He might be losing that. He actually has been spotted. The zone takes him there. The damage is there from the player, but then the zone had the last laugh there. We also have Anto also been taken by the zone. 8 players now. We have Black Fox there, the man who surprised our guy there after getting a kill. I don't know if that's going to be the case again or he's going to be surprised as well because you can see how he's exposing his back right now. But well, that's fine. Also, actually continue watching the live. I believe there's some UC for the viewers. We're going to be telling you guys about it in a few minutes. But for now, 8 players remaining. We have been seeing Magwiji and Wala Sanaje
Yeah.
game Kshinda Guinea. So let's get it. Let's see how it's going to be uh by the end of the night because I was talking about this priest. You can see King. He's chilling in a bush confidently because he thinks no one can see him. But if someone has a 30 FPS device, that grass is not rendering. You're basically
Yeah.
open field. So I don't get sometimes. Look, Viking as well. Oh my days. This is
Yeah,
crazy.
but I mean, if you're trying to stay prone on the ground, it would be in a position that allows you to see at least majority of your enemies, even if you can, look over to the northern side and maybe look over to the west as well. Could work for him if he can keep his head down. Black Fox already making the move. I think this guy is very confident, still having a vehicle up onto this stage, because with a vehicle, you're not stealthy anymore. The moment you hop into your vehicle, everybody's hearing you, everybody can see your vehicle as well. Captain with the same idea, but I think he's in a better spot, protecting himself from the top side, also protecting himself from the west and the east. A little bit exposed on the southern side, but I think that's why he has his back to the play zone. Lord, oh,
Let's
had the
go.
angle on Newbie King,
Let's
almost dropped him more, but
go.
unfortunately did not connect the shot. Black Fox still behind him, an open space up front. And hopefully he doesn't allow the zone to take all the damage and force him into an awkward position. But Silver Vermaxtro has been moving very, very, very agilely here. Sets the corner as well. Sees Black Adolf, swings over to that left-hand side, keeps an open position. Black Fox still has a sight line over to the corner. He's starting to run them over one after the other. Gets the first drop. And hopefully can't seem to get the second, but Black Fox still has an open side over to that top half of the hill, just behind the airdrop, and he almost gets run over as well by Vermaxtro, and these guys just going absolutely insane with the buggy, and he's ruining the opportunity for all of these players. But Black Adolf over to the left-hand side, had he spotted him? I'm not sure he's seen him, but the grenade over to the top side by sending over the top as well. Beautifully launched by Black Adolf. Does it
Let's
connect?
go.
It does. It does
Ain't no
connect, but
way.
unfortunately, it's not enough to send him back. Vermastro, unfortunately, has been spotted by Captain, and that will be good night. Captain, my captain, strikes yet another 8 eliminations. Possibility for 10 is still
Ain't
very
no
much in the open.
way.
And he swaps over as well to the S12K. Smokes in hand.
Ooh.
Black Fox still has a very beautiful position. Has a little bit of an open space as he is playing into that
Yo.
corner. And that will be good night for Newbie King. And he's spotted, but Black
Nah.
Fox almost gets ripped out of his vehicle, escapes by the skin of his teeth. There's 3 players alive. And who's going to take that chicken dinner?
Uh, ain't no way Black Fox is about to fumble that win. We've seen him getting all those kills, looking at captain as well. Man with the Kobe's having 8 defeats in the back. We have Black Adolf there as well. I think the players that have remained, the 3 players, the confident players, like you were saying, are the ones who seem to be taking on the win. I was actually vouching for the campers, but then they decided to snake open field and then things didn't go as planned. But we have Black Fox there trying to get some damage on Adolf. He has to be careful though. Captain is on the left there. The zone is closing in. Adolf has been spotted. Beautiful pre-fires there. But we have a knock. Let's go, Black Fox. Nice, let's get it. Adolf is low. Zone is about to close in. Black Fox cooking up a nade there, but we
Ooh,
have a
that's a good
Kobe. He
grenade.
needs to cook. He needs to cook it up because if he moves, that's it. There we go. He does move, and that nade does not connect at all. And now we have just Black Fox trying to make his way to the zone. He's about to force all of them to go closer to each other. Adolf has to come closer to Fox. Fox has to go towards Captain. I mean, now it's the land of the snakes. But then who's the better snakes? I don't know if they are naked or what, but doesn't work. For this time, it won't work. But we can see Adolf trying to come closer. Let's go. He's low. He's getting damaged. Second nade does get some damage. Black Fox still has 3 grenades in the bag. He needs to cook it up real good. Cook it up, Fox. Let's go. Nah, he doesn't
Ooh.
get him. The damage is still there, but he's not cooking those nades. Be patient, Fox. And there we go.
Woo!
Adolf finally sees him. And there we have the last person remaining, Captain. Man with the Kobe's. Do we have a Kobe and Adolf? No, we don't. But the nade almost made it closer to him now. And now Captain trying to see if we can see him. Trying to do the beautiful jump shots here. Trying to see, can I see this guy? Adolf with a molly in. Doesn't really go. Oh, it does get him. Captain is getting cooked. But is it enough? Man lies down because apparently that works in PUBG. He's still cooking up another nade. Adolf has 3 eliminations. Almost similar to the guy with 1 elimination, Priest. But it is what it is, and they have spotted each other. We have pre-fires from Adolf. Captain playing it safe in the Jiggles.
Captain has him. Captain has him already. Nah, Captain has him already. Captain has him already.
GG's. GG's. Even before I could say anything, I just went GG's. Because no.
Captain, I saw that Captain had him already. What a finish from Captain. Absolutely beautiful stuff. 9 eliminations, just 1 shy of 10, but I gotta respect it. He was on fire. And like I said, the guy with the ghillie suit, bro, you know, he had the ghillie suit. He took it off, though. I don't know why, but you gotta respect it regardless. You know, Captain was on fire. Put in a lot of work in there, and I told you, if you wanted to win a game like this, you always need to have a vehicle. Captain, Black Adolf, and Black Fox had vehicles. They all had vehicles in the final third, you know. And also, big shout out to, you know, Vimax True. He also had a vehicle. He was running guys over left, right, and center, and it did work out for him. But unfortunately, he did get caught out making that play. But gotta respect Captain. Captain, my captain, big move. Very big.
He was actually very confident, to be honest. That win was expected. I don't know about you, but nah. The last time when he was doing the whole picking and he jiggled his way up from those UMP fires, I mean, from that, I think that is when you started saying Captain has it. Well, does make sense. He had it, but then, you know, you have to be feeling a little bit confident because of the last player. They are going for that push. Adolf had it though, but then the nades were not, the molly connected, the nade missed. It was just 50-50, but then it is what it is. Game 1 is down, Erangel is down. We have been seeing nothing but Captain with the Kobe's. So this is actually something I expected. So let's just say GG's. My campers have not yet won, but I'm hoping the next games that they win.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow Carry First on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, call it whatever you like. Get your chance to win something special. If you don't, you know, just give us some feedback and win some prizes. All of you in the comment section, say stay locked in. You can get some UC. All you have to do is follow PUBG Mobile Africa and Carry First on TikTok and send a DM to PUBG Mobile Africa with your UID, and feedback will participate for this draw. So yeah, what are you waiting for? Get some of that UC and get some special added to your pocket, you know? So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's that. We'll be heading over to the next game, but before that, we'll be seeing you guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is the PUBG Mobile Africa Championship brought to you by PUBG Mobile Africa and Carry First. It is Priest, and I'm here with Mitch. We just saw an amazing, amazing turnout. 74 players in the previous room, only one winner. Well, technically three winners, but you still gotta respect the top three. 1800 UC, going through. And 725 for second place, and I think 350 for third. Mitch, we're going to a different map right now, different type of strategies required. Do we expect more of the same, or is somebody gonna surprise us with something extra?
Well, looking at the map, let me just even tell you, because the first game was Erangel, and you know how people tend to play Erangel, right? But then we are now entering the land of snakes. So that's going to be a little bit different, to be honest. You're going to be seeing. I don't know if you're going to have Captain winning again. I don't want to speculate. Probably he's going to win. But this is the land of snakes. You have seen the number of snakes you had in Erangel. So imagine a land like Sandhawk that is full of bushes everywhere, rocks. We have trees. I mean, it's going to be quite interesting tonight. But it's just the second game. I'm not speculating, but I don't think it's going to be captain again.
Okay, okay. Well, Captain, you already have a fan in Mitch. She's already jinxing you. So if you don't win, it's Mitch's fault. And we can now blame Mitch right from the jump. So yeah, ladies and
Hmm.
gentlemen, it is Sandhawk. Interesting playing path we've already got coming in from that northwestern side, or I'll just call it northern side shift from Athen all the way down to the docks. When I used to play Sandhawk, I used to land at the docks because I have a lot of self-respect and I was a very solid player. Nobody could beat me 1v1. And yeah,
Mm.
I loved the docks area. It was very chill, and it was at the end of the map. I was one of those guys. I'm not gonna be ashamed to say I was one of those guys that like to play the edge of the map because that's how I got so good at making rotations. You just have to know
Mm.
how to make your way from the end of the map to whatever position, picking the best path type, that type of thing. But take a look at Captain. He's in boot camp. Why? Because he's the main character. Probably sure he's the only one that's going to be in boot camp, bro. He's literally the only one. He's the only one in boot camp. Respect to him. He's the only one in there. 60 players in the cut, and it's only one guy in boot camp. Captain, my captain, respect to you. He's the only one that plays smack dab in the center of the map. I know for a fact Mitch was never going to be in boot camp. She would probably be somewhere like Sami or something, man. Like Mitch, I'm embarrassed. Ooh, first blood, first blood, shadow, back into the shadow realm, back into the lobby. An unfortunate way for things to turn out. It's always very interesting when you're playing solos because the area you think that nobody's gonna be at, that is where everybody's gonna be at, and you're gonna be tested, for 1v1, 1v1 like off the rip. If you're not in that position majority of the time, if you're not playing that position, all the time.
Mhm.
Maestro playing off as well, just a little bit in the corner there, has the M4 locked in, has no vest, so he has to be very careful. One touch is all it takes, and he will be sent back into the lobby if he's not careful enough. But again, he's trying to occupy this entire space. Groot over to that southwestern side could catch him off guard if he's not careful. But hopefully, he can keep his cool and keep the pressure off.
Yeah, well, the game is just basically starting. We're not going to be saying anything, but you can see Maestro. I don't know why you call him Maestro, but then he decided to snake open field. I don't know about that, but it did pay out. This is a land of, someone said it's a green land, and it's a land of bush. A bush. I don't know how to say it. It has a lot of bushes everywhere, and we're going to be seeing a lot of players, taking advantage of that. You have someone like Toxic being very toxic right now, because why is he chilling there on the roof, maintaining his vibe there? He doesn't want to expose himself. He only has a blade, right? And he looks very confident. We're actually losing some players there in the water. But we have 53 players. This is Sunhawk. That is a lot of players in the land of Sunhawk. Everyone is basically split all across the map. We have others that are disconnected. They're going to be found unexpectedly. So that's something else. But let's wait and see. Probably it's going to be a little bit different. I'm not sure.
Well, we're gonna be keeping our eyes peeled on that one. Tyrant, unfortunately, was not so lucky. He got swept away there will try his best to stay locked in. Uh, over the most part, Captain still very, very much comfortable here, trying to make his way through a little bit more central. He is trying to pop right through. The DBS will come out on top. Captain, first elimination. And he's enjoying that ride off with the DBS, trying to make boot camp his own for the most part. As Jacking is outside as well, could have heard all of that commotion and probably decide for himself that he wants a piece of the action as well. But I think he has missed out on that window. But we're gonna try to circumvent on that one as well.
Actually, I saw people talking about the kill there in the DBS. Actually, it was an S12K, the guy who was camping in Orangel, and someone said that they pray he continues to suffer in the next game, and probably we are going to be having the same chances tonight. It's going to be a very painful night here because Sunhawk tends to have players who are familiar with the shotguns. We can see Captain, win of the first game, feeling very confident, still ready to go for a push. The game has just started. 47 players. He's feeling too confident right now. He's ready to go for that push. Boot camp is not a place you'll ever find me. Like you learning in dogs, um, I'd prefer places like Sami that made sense to me, not places with zero to no loot. But probably we're going to be seeing how it plays out tonight.
Well, those are all excuses first and foremost because I mean I could play boot camp anytime I want, but I'm just like I like playing dogs because of I love the water, I love being around the boats and the ships and stuff like that. That's the only reason why I played dogs, not necessarily that anything is special, in boot camp or anything like that. No, no. But again, this guy's in the water. What are you doing? I would be impressed if he makes it all the way to shore, but I think he might because of the angle that he's put himself in. I think he will be able to make it to shore if he makes the right calls. Boomy over to the other side could get him angled in. Cambridge Tones actually will catch off. Captain gets another one. Jakin gets swept away. Captain on his second elimination. He might be going 2 for 2 here. But
Mhm.
Sandhawk, I don't really think his style of play. I don't necessarily think Sandhawk allows you to play like that because like you said, the terrain. There's a lot of bushes in the area, so I don't think they're going to allow him to move the way he was moving in Erangel. I think there's going to be a lot more to that one if he's not selling it through. Viking, unfortunately, will stomp on it. Black Adolf catches him off guard. Had no idea that he was in that position, and he will be sending him back into the lobby. We're down to 43, a little bit more central inside of the open spaces of Sandhawk. How do you pronounce that name? Tariq Alwi? What is that?
Which one?
There was one guy that just got sent back into the lobby. I think it was
Rick,
Tariq
what?
or something.
You're trying to say the Kenyan names and you're having a hard time. Well, don't worry, don't worry. I'm here for you. I'll tell you how to say them. But for now, just say whatever you can say, but it's going to be quite hard for you. But looking at the team player here, what's his name? Attempt, low attempt. No, that one's not a Kenyan name. That one, we can all say it the way we feel it
How
should
do
be
you
said.
know it's
That
not a Kenyan name though? Like how do you know that? Huh? Whoa! Woo!
let's go.
Oh, unfortunately,
Beautiful
try the
pre-fires,
ADS.
beautiful scenes, and you have another player there being exposed to the S12K. I mean, it's going to be a very interesting night here for the campers because honestly, I'm still going to say it. This game is for the campers. Captain is still feeling quite confident. He hasn't gotten the player there from boot camp, but he already has 2 kills in his bag. So that's a really good thing for him. But will it be enough to win? The UC taking home a good amount of UC. And someone asked in the comment section how the viewers get in the UC. All you have to do is wait. We'll be telling you about it. But yes, you can win UC as a viewer. Just make sure you follow Carry Fast here on TikTok, on the YouTube. Follow PUBG Mobile Africa as well. on their socials. And then after you do that, make sure you send the UID.
Oh,
Yo, that was too easy for Captain. Now that was too
had no
easy.
idea. I believe that was like an awareness thing because that
That
guy
was
was
that.
not aware. He was not aware
Yeah,
at all. I
yeah,
think
that
he
was
was
too
using the
easy.
audio cues.
Yes, but like I was saying for the viewers, if you want to you see after you do that, after you follow them on the socials, subscribing on the YouTube channels, go ahead and DM the PUBG Mobile Africa account on Instagram, your UID, and you'll be chosen amongst the people that will be going home. I believe, I think 300 UC. I'm not sure on the amount of UC, but yes, viewers as well can go home with some amount of UC, not the winners alone. And Bootcamp is looking quite tasty for Captain there. He's been getting a couple of kills there, but we have players that are far away from the zone. You can see Toxic there. He was camping on the roof. Look how far he is right now, probably using a boat to go towards the zone. You can see the movement he's making right now. The zone is about to close in. The damage might increase as well, but I don't think the damage is that high. 20 seconds in, and we'll be having the damage increasing for the zone. But for now, they're safe for a few minutes. They can move, they can easily navigate the map there, and it seems like it's going to be close to Cal. Imagine if the game goes to the water now. You have no teammate, so if you drown, you drown. It's not drown and
You,
I'm not. You drown, you go. Just like that.
well, if you drown, you drown. It is what it is. You know, I mean, one would put it as a different type of strategy if you're trying to, focus on the zone in of itself. I think we still have some players that are not certain of what strategy they want to use, but Versace is not going to be so lucky. Assassin Key will put him back into the lobby as well. Actually gets him off into the open spaces again. It's going to be very, very tricky, if you are going to be in the open space there, because I think he spotted a couple of players, from this perch. He has a very good spot. Lords, unfortunately, is going to be sent all the way back underrated following him as well. Masoti gets the angle with the QBZ. You love the QBZ. I think the QBZ was only a Sanok weapon before. I think before they started moving to the other maps there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't he shoot? I
What?
mean, I would have started spraying the moment you came through. I would have let that M4 fly. Because you'd have
Yeah.
no idea, because you're on the bridge, you're trying to stop as many people on that bridge as possible. You cannot allow people to drive to the other side of the bridge because that
Mhm.
would keep you in a very, very awkward position. If someone decides to be on the other side of the bridge and keep an eye out on the bridge, you're now in the open space. Look, a rider gets out in the open. AKM, will he be able to close out? Unfortunately, he won't. Rider will. Why is he prone though? Well, he spots him, and that's good night. Groot gets the final touch. Right. I mean, I would have gone to the buildings. I would have gone into the buildings. You had the buildings right there. There was no need for you to still be outside. The first course of action would have been to go into the buildings. But I think he's gonna learn that one after watching this tape.
Yeah, someone is actually saying that Captain is stream sniping, but I believe the live itself has a delay, so I don't think that's possible at all. Because you know how have you played a game and you have been taken back to lobby and you're in denial the whole day? You have to find your evidence and report players. That's how it feels like when they're playing these solos here right now. Because yeah, some of the kills are diabolical. They're too much. You feel like it's not normal, but that's totally okay. It's totally allowed. I mean, the zone here in Sunhawk is moving slow as usual, and then we have 27 players remaining. We're going to third phase of the zone. We're going to be having now the solos coming closer to each other. Now we're going to be seeing people exposing themselves to such positions. You can see where what's this name? E-
Angler,
I
I
feel
think it's Angler.
I feel like saying English, but then
Well,
um
bro, yeah, that 4x,
now
you're gonna have to do something about that 4x, bro, because yeah, you're gonna have to switch
he
that
needs
to
to
a
drop
red
it.
dot,
Yeah,
because yeah, you need to take that 4x off that scope, my boy.
But the thing is, when you're playing PUBG and
Yeah,
you're new to
yeah.
this, everyone tells you the four scope is the best scope to use in your M416. But I disagree. Either use your red dot or your six scope, but the four scope, nah, that thing has a lot of red
Wait,
things on
what do
the
you mean? What
screen.
do you mean six though? What do you mean six? Six
Yeah,
on full? On
no, no,
full? Six
depends.
on
Depends on
full?
the range. Depends on the range.
Yeah, but 4x, the 4 is not like 6 where you can, reduce from 6 to 3 or anything like that,
Mm.
but I would still put it down to 4 being solid. I mean, all the scopes have their uses there. Symbiotes almost has a angler in the open there, might catch him off, but he's already on the move. I
Symbiotis.
mean, why are you not? I mean, I would start firing away.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
he
Because
misses, he's
English
he's
is
done.
open
He's
field.
done. Yeah, he's
Let-
done. If he misses,
Come
he's
on, let's
done.
go. Nah.
Oh my days. With the Vector, yeah, he missed. I'm not sure if England has the angles on him there. He should have used the M4. I don't know why he didn't.
Yeah,
Nigeria
but then
reset on that
he
one.
has
He
a
fell
grenade
over
in the
to the
back
backside.
there. Mm.
Yeah, but he doesn't look like he's trying to use the grenade though. And England's
Oh.
grenade is good. Tries to catch him off. Might drop him. He's not careful enough, but his position has already been compromised there. England's ready, and I
Mm.
might decide to pop another one over the top. But unfortunately, he's out of grenades. I think he can take the 1v1 against
Mm.
Symbiotes. Might be able to
Yeah, we're going to be seeing
pop one
something
over.
happening here. These two players
But
have two
you know,
interesting names.
yeah.
Nah, because symbiosis at the symbiosis seem I don't know, it feels so science. And then English, their excess Engler is English. Why? The names, my fellow Kenyan, Neke, Nini Nendele Alpha, but we like what you're seeing here, beautiful sprays.
Oh,
Still, no one is getting a knock. What? Okay,
oh wow.
probably we're going to wait on this to see how it unfolds between these two players. Are we going to be seeing something between English and Symbiotes, or it's going trying to gauge each other's strength? Like how are we going to do how are we going to go about this? Well, let's give them time. I mean, it's a solo match. I know the tension. I know players who that thing for playing with powder is true. Some people right now are sweating because the fear when playing solos is too much. So big up to everyone who's participating in these games. You guys are champs, all right? Basically the Africa champs. Solos are never easy. Oh, Nameless has been taken back to lobby there, GG's, by deadly player there, Kevo. I wish I let you say that name because even that one would have made it hard for you.
Ooh,
But yes,
finally.
so, symbiotis.
Well, he will be getting sent back into the lobby there, courtesy of that QBZ. And I think Toxic has a sightline on him as well as he's making the move. Will he be able to lock in and get the shots through? I don't know why he took so long. Is he going to make his way down? He will. Will he spot him as he makes the move?
Of course.
Well,
Look at
I mean,
this.
he hasn't spotted him yet. But Toxic has been spotted, and Captain will close that one out immediately. I mean, he's been
GG's.
lurking. He's been
GG's.
waiting. He's been he's been waiting for that opportunity to present itself. So far he has been in a very, very solid position outside of boot camp, playing off on that southern side for the most part. So that's a very, very good way to kick things off. 20 players left, and we are heading into stage 4 of the circle. I think the play zone is going to shift out of boot camp centrally a little bit more towards Tapmock in that area, playing off that northern side. I think that would be a much more ideal shift into that zone. And here comes the shift of that play zone, and it's going to be dragging the players into a different direction. John Taylor in a little bit of a pocket on that left-hand side. Nexima trying to circle back, swaps immediately. Captain drops yet another body. Nexima trying to get inside, pops over with the S12K, turns around, has no use
Let's
for the
go.
opposition. And Jonte turn it around with the DBS, close quarters. Again, another one will take the DBS, and as expected, the play zone shift away from boot camp towards that northern side where Tapmock is. And now we have a game on our hands. The rotations are starting to come in. Tempest and Captain caught down in the open spaces. It's going to be the right choice to make it through. Assassin Key over to that right hand side. Kate Deadly could be having something diabolical on his hands there if he can make his way through. But again, play zone is not going to be favorable right now. all or nothing. It's going to be forcing everyone inside of that space very, very quickly. Phase four of the circle. The next phase is going to hurt even a lot worse than this one. And Deadly catches an assassin key as expected. Something diabolical did come out of that one. M4 straight to the chest, and it will send him back into the lobby as well. Maestro looking very comfortable as well, coming through from the southern side. Tempest has been lurking in the shadows. He's heard the gunshots, he's heard the bullets, and he might be spotted out, but I think he's heard him. Deadly actually has the sightlines on him. He might decide to lock that one in. He spotted him. You can see him making a way for it, but Tempest has no idea that Deadly's right behind him, and he's just making a dash for it into the zone. He's just moving. Deadly has no idea that this guy is just moving to the zone, bro. He's not worried about you. He's just going to the zone.
He's not. He's not. We call him Kevo for a reason. Actually, he's a good sniper. I don't know why this game he chose not to play with a sniper there, but he's actually a very, very good sniper. You're going to be seeing that maybe later. But for this game, Sunhawk has decided to take it slow. Luckily for him, there's a vehicle there, but then it's quite damaged. Might actually cost him depending on the player who spots him. We have someone here, Tempest, an MG3. This guy will eliminate people depending on where you come from or how you push him. He's probably going to take you out because of the damage that it has. But we have a player there, Anto, trying as well to make it to the zone. A couple of players right now trying to make it to the zone. We're going to the fifth phase. I believe the damage right now is going to become crazy. This is Sunhawk, a small map. Damage is going to be up there. So I hope they have a strategy behind it, because if they don't, then we're going to be seeing something that we are not ready to see tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I just saw someone with an MG3 and an SKS. That is just criminal activity. That is just criminal work, man. MG3 and an SKS. He's got like 500 rounds of 7.62 just lurking in that open space. I mean, he's trying to do some serious damage, and I'm here for it. Jonte underneath the bridge. I mean, that guy that has been on the bridge, he's gonna love this. He's absolutely gonna love this. Unfortunately, English has been sent back into the lobby, and it's the zone. He had no idea. But the zone is not your friend. You have to be on the other side of things. And Captain secures yet another elimination. 8 to the good. This time, surely he will do a double digit. He will do 10. But hopefully he doesn't get caught out in the open as he's trying to make this rotation over to the other side. Vermaxtro could be the one that puts him out of his misery if he's not careful enough. He's got a very, very solid position inside of that zone. Masulti gets the angle. Deadly will be knocked away. M4 again. Tempest will take a grenade over from Viking. Had no idea that he was there. He shuts him out. We're down to the top 10 now. And Captain is still very much in the open.
No, Captain is still around. He has eight eliminations. Okay, we left War Nako in this same place the first time there. We had a player passing by, and Nako did not expose himself even for a minute. We have players there losing to the zone. We can hear a lot of gunfire happening right now. Kurosaki, I guess he was trying to be anime-ish, but yeah, nice nades. But do they connect? We have another one getting cooked up there. Do we have a Kobe? Let's get it. Nah, this nade need to connect. No way. Ain't no way, man.
Yeah, but Antoine has a very, very solid position. I think he can make something happen here. He's got a vehicle right in front of him. But let's not forget about Nako that's been behind him for the most part, just chilling inside of that open space. Again, the grenades are flying over the place, but they don't seem to connect. Antoine just trying to hold the bridge by his lonesome. He's got a very, very solid position. If this play zone is going to finish over the bridge, it's going to be something special, as that rotation is going to be very, very difficult to make. Nako is over to the other side. Null as well.
Let's go.
He's looking forward, and Nako will close it out. We knew that he's been waiting for this opportunity to make something happen, and here comes that open opposition again. Jonte's been spotted. First spray from Noel closes out 2 eliminations. That's a very, very good way to close things out. Another one will bite the dust. Northern side is looking very interesting. Vermaxtra trying to make it through. There 2 on the other side, taking blows and switching over, but they can't seem to find their way through. The play zone is not too favorable. They will need to make that advance. The bridge is the best place to go right now. Noah's getting caught out, and Nako has been holding the bridge down for the most part. Spray on to the left
From
hand
the
side.
beginning.
Kurosaki is actually trying to make his way through, but unfortunately, Noah will
Let's
get the
go.
angle, and
Let's
that will be the end.
nah.
Kurosaki's
Let's
making
go.
the play. Surely he'll be spotted and closed out by Nako. Beautiful touch, and another one will bite the dust. He's holding the entirety of the open space all by himself. Captain's on the ground floor, but he's taking damage from the zone. He's trying to steal all the
Let's go.
eliminations he can. Bill Mastro's been
Get
spotted,
it.
and Captain will close yet another one down. 9 elimination, and he's going for it. Top 3 again. Noel makes his way through onto the bridge, and Captain for sure will not be winning this game. There's no way,
Of
because
course.
he is underneath the bridge. He can't make a way
Yeah.
around unless he pulls something miraculous inside of this final third. Nako has been
Mm.
spotted though by Noel, and if he's not careful, he will be getting swept
Let's
off.
go.
Feints in the left and the right, and he misses all of his shots. He doesn't
Yo.
connect, and Nako has his sight lines now. He knows that Noel is there, but Noel will not allow the pressure to lean off.
Let's
Pops the
go.
grenade over to the top side, tries to
Kobe.
connect, but it doesn't work. He tries the angles a
Nah.
couple of inches short, and now Nako has been on the bridge for the most part, but the play zone has not been friendly. It forces him into an very, very uncomfortable position. He has to deal with Noel. He has to close this out and get that chicken dinner. Noel is the only one
Let's go.
standing between him and that money.
Nah, ain't there's nothing that is changing right now. Nako actually made the best call when the game was beginning. Nako has been on this bridge from the beginning. He looted, he went to the bridge and he camped there. Captain, unfortunately for him, but then again, we have to, depending on where he goes, because I can see where he's going right now. There's a place here beneath the bridge where you can easily stand on top of it and you can heal up. So let's hope that's where Captain is. But then Nal can hear him trying to cook up a nade. Does get some damage on Captain, but then it doesn't connect. You can see Captain, like I said, there's this place. Captain can use that to his advantage. But going on up to that bridge where Nal and Nako is might be a challenge because Nako knows he's there, Nal knows he's there. So they're going to be somehow in a tight spot here for Captain. Nako and Nal, but let's just wait and see what happens here. But Nako is having a real hard time. Nal is not letting Nako rest. He wants to drain him of his meds, but we can see Captain cooking up a nade. We have a Kobe. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Oh!
go. Nah, Captain is just on
Oh my
something else
days.
tonight
Something
for the first
special.
game.
Something
There's no
special.
way.
Something
It's
special.
too
Captain
good.
takes the
Too good.
first and he will take the second.
Nah.
Oh my
No
days.
way.
Did not
No
see that
way.
happening.
No way.
He's I had no
No
idea,
way.
man. I said it was going to have to be something special if he did want to win this game, and he absolutely did.
Mm-mm.
11 eliminations. I am even surprised because I thought, they were never going to let him come out from underneath the water, but the grenade perfectly
Yeah.
lowered to put Noel back into
Yeah.
the lobby. That was the defining moment,
Nah.
allowed him to make the rotation around the bridge and get on top and still
No
get
way.
inside. Absolutely diabolical, but perfectly done from Captain. Takes these back-to-back games, and you gotta respect the abilities.
Yeah, of course. Because, I mean, he was in a tight spot. Who knew he'll think about it, go beneath the bridge, go to the other side, come behind Nal, who actually had the upper hand, had every single way of getting a Kobe on him. But then Captain decides, okay, hold up. Let me now teach you how PUBG Mobile is played. You only know the basics. I know exactly what needs to be done. He gets an exact Kobe on Nal. First aid, exact location of Nal. So I think that's something. Well, we need to look at Captain right now because he's taking on Priest's side. I said he can't win. Campers have to win, and he still won. So we have to look at this. We have to understand what is happening here. But yeah, if you're watching,
Yeah.
guys, again, do the necessary. You need UC, right?
Well, like she said, you need that UC. So all you have to do is, lock in. Follow
Yes.
PUBG Mobile Africa and Carry First on TikTok, and send a DM to PUBG Mobile Africa with your UID and feedback on the broadcast to participate in this lucky draw and get yourself some of that exciting UC. But ladies and gentlemen, 2 games down, 1 more to go. It is the PUBG Mobile Africa Championships Kenya, brought to you by Carry First and PUBG Mobile Africa in collaboration. And we love to see it. We've seen some amazing gameplay. We've seen Captain turn up the heat. Can he be stopped? Can they put an end to his domination? Well, we're going going to keep our eyes
Mm.
peeled and go into game number 3. But before that, we're going to take a break and we'll catch you in game number 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is the PUBG Mobile Africa Champs brought to you by Carry First and PUBG Mobile Africa. And it's been an amazing journey so far. We've got 2 games down. Captain putting on Steez and Aura and giving himself that extra UC all the way down the line. But one more game left to go. I think we are going to be heading to Miramar to close out the night. And I'm super excited to see if we're going to see more of the same. Mitch, what is your vibe going into Miramar?
Well, it's Miramar, so it's a big map. We just came from Sunhawk. It was quite a small map. The number of teams, of course, were almost somewhere there in the middle, so it was okay for Sunhawk. But now that we're going to Miramar, the land of the hills, a lot of dust. We're going to be seeing sandstorms. Imagine players that are not familiar with that, because again, we're also playing with we have noobs, not really noobs, like noobs game skills wise. I mean, like they're new to the game, so probably they don't even play Miramar. So chances of them knowing that there's a sandstorm, I'm actually sure we might be losing players to that sandstorm. But again, it's Miramar. I don't know about Captain. I don't know what he has in store for us. Are we going to be seeing some very impressive games from him again? Winner chicken dinners, or it's going to be a new player winning? We just hope it's someone else, because I mean, 720, you see the first, you see already the position 1, let's say it's gone, because the number of eliminations Captain has is just somewhere there. Position 2, we have we can have someone taking a 720. Let's hope it's someone we've not expected. But in terms of winning, I feel like saying Captain won't win, but then he'll prove me wrong, and then it will be him winning again. So it's sort of 50-50 right now.
Yeah, I think I would. I would call that, based off of his abilities so far. He's been very, very aggressive. He's been very confident. So yeah, I would probably give him to go far in this game as well. But most of the players that tend to end up inside of that top 5, top 3, top 4 setting have been players that have not been afraid of putting in a little bit extra effort. So the play zone is going to be also a very big decider on how these teams, or rather these players, will advance themselves. We've got 39 in the cut. We've got El Azahar all the way down to Minas del Sur and Prison. So yeah, who's going to come out on top? Who's going to do something special? Who's going to turn things around? All eyes are going to be on these players, and we're going to be keeping our eyes locked in and peeled on who will turn this into their own game.
Of course. Looking at the flight path there, it's looking very nice. I'm hoping we have like 30 players. Oh, no, we have 39. So I hope we have like maybe the 30 going to Los Leons. You know how big Los Leons is, and I usually have players, well, landing close to each other. So I'm hoping we have that. I don't know if we're going to be having that already. We can see players have already exited the plane. We're going to be seeing someone all the way to La Cobreria, because I mean, I need to, when you see, I need to spin. Bonus RP is almost ending, and I don't have bonus RP. I need it. Also, for the viewers, just to keep you on the loop, just make sure we also have some UC being given to you guys. And all you have to do is follow Carry Fast on TikTok, PUBG Mobile Africa on TikTok as well. Then go ahead and DM PUBG Mobile Africa, your UID, and then you'll stand a chance of winning UC. You'll be just put part of the lucky draw, and the one player will be chosen, one viewer there will be chosen to win some UC. So, again, if you're enjoying this, make sure you do the necessary. Follow Carry Fast. Follow PUBG Mobile Africa. They're the ones giving you these amazing games, giving you the free UC. Follow them, like the live on YouTube, tap on the screen on TikTok. Just do anything you can to support these games, because they're here for us Kenyans. And Prestia, it seems like we have absorbed him to our side for tonight. So yeah, let's get to it. What do you think about Captain Priest with his performance so
Yeah,
far?
I mean, he's been very solid. He's been very, very good. He's embraced the he has embraced the the fundamentals of playing this type of lobby. He understands that you have to be confident more than anything else. Hamzoon has been sent back into lobby. UMP for the win. Another UMP sends Darkest also back into the lobby. Again, you can see the play zone just towards that southern side. engulfing the entire southern region. So we already know where we want to be. Los Leones is going to be that place to be, Captain. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Well, well, well. They have shut the door on Captain. The DBS
Yes,
has
sir.
closed him out. And
Nah.
yeah, I guess they already got tired of him, man. They got tired of him immediately, and they put that down. They sent him back into the lobby. So yeah, that's gonna be good night.
Yeah,
And
but you can
Captain will not be
imagine.
taking all three games.
Because, okay, even if you say not all three games, he still has the most points at the end of the day, right? Unless I'm seeing it wrong. But he has the most points when it comes to the first two games, right?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he absolutely does. But I don't know if the points actually rack up over the games.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would most likely be that he wins based off of winning game one. And then game two is probably going to be like second place since he won again. And then, game three is going to be whoever wins. So I think I mean, personally, that's how I would do it. But I don't know if the points stack up. I don't know if there's a scoring system for this. But if there is, then I guess there's going to be a leaderboard. But I've not seen a leaderboard, over time. So
Mm,
I think it ties into who is going to win per game.
mm-hmm.
So I think that would be the way I would do it though. But again, it's always going to be at the behest of how they want to spread the rewards out, because I don't know if it's 1,800 UC per match or
Mm-hmm.
in total. But personally, I think it would be worth more if it was per match, so different winners all the way across. So if they do get that angle through, it would work. Prince MK actually spots Null onto the corner. Null was in the top three for the previous game, so he might be
Yeah.
kicking himself in the foot there, trying to apply some of that pressure. Does have the M762 in hand, easily one of the stronger weapons with the 7.62 millimeter. I think I do rate the AKM over it though, just for stability purposes, nothing else. But I think the M762 does do a hell of a job shredding through enemies. What weapon do you think like it's your most powerful 7.62 weapon though across the board, or would you give me like your top three?
Mm. Well, for me, for the first one, I'd go the AKM because when I started PUBG, that was the gun I loved. Um, it seemed stable to me, to be honest, and I grew fond of it. And then next we have the M7. As long as it doesn't have any scope, then I think it's okay. And then of course for damage wise, and it sounds nice. Plus, I believe I love the 7 point guns because of how they sound when they're suppressed, especially the M7. And then third we have the DP, of course. Just because there's no other gun like DP, but it comes in
Mm,
third for me.
fair, fair, fair. Cool, cool. Well, you're not a certified ball knower. So you guys in the comment section, you can all hear Mitch's choices. You can tell that, yeah, she's a noob. Her choices. She's not a ball knower. She doesn't know what she's talking about. My top three would be, in no particular order. Nice shot from Jason. Cuts that one all the way down there. I love that kill effect though. I want to know what skin that is for the UMP. I would like to have that. PUBG Mobile, if you're listening, please send me that skin. I'm
Ah,
begging,
you
please.
wish.
I don't have shame.
Hey,
I don't have shame, guys. I don't have shame.
hey,
Just send me the skin, guys, please.
you wish
So yeah,
now.
like I was saying, I would like to get or rather my top three 7.62 weapons would be the MK14, the
Mm-hmm.
Groza, and the
Mm-hmm.
DP28. Now that is a real pros list, not
No, oh, I
Not
forgot about
AKM.
Groza.
Yeah, you forgot about
Nah,
Groza because you're not a ball knower. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. Like I knew if
because
I
I
mentioned
don't use
Groza,
that
you'd
gun.
lock
Who
in.
uses drop guns? Who uses
What?
those guns? Nah, those are
Yeah,
noobs.
because you have to have balls of steel to go to an airdrop to pick it up, and
Please
you don't go to the airdrops.
relax.
Yeah,
The
you don't go to the
the era
airdrop. You're
the
always
era of
you.
airdrops ended 2 years, 3 years ago, no one is scared of the
Sure.
airdrop anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
right. Yeah, right. That's what you would say. That's
mm.
what you would say.
Feel the pain, please. Do not fight it. Embrace it. We stop fearing the drops there. But we have Prince MK trying to take on Null, but then Null decides that, well, last game I had almost had the winner chicken dinner. I think I stand a chance of being in second place. Go home with the 720 UC. He's feeling confident now. I think he saw captain going back to lobby, and he knew, well, it's my time now. It's my time to shine, because we have someone there called Tariq with 3 defeats already. He's, I think, leading there with the kills so far. I believe as well for him, he's feeling a little bit good about himself. I think he landed a place where there's a lot of enemies. Looking at Picardo now, we're going to be seeing players going there as well. The Mina General, of course, we're going to be seeing there some players there as well. And then Los Leons, the place I was vouching for people to go, they have chosen not to. So I don't know where people have gone to, but Los Leons will have been the best place to camp if you're a camper. But then they decided that is not where we want to be. But now here in Graveyard, we have two players standing. We have Sainto Sama, and just next to him you have English. English last game was playing against the guy with the symbiotic. Let's go. Symbiotic guy, but we don't see him right now. We can see him trying to cook up the nades, holding the M249. Doesn't seem to have the extend mag. Would have been the best time to have an extend mag, to have something going on. Lakini Mkenya anakaa ngumu vile anajisikia yenyewe, nafanya ifanye kai wezi wacha ikae. Well, we take it as it is. So we have Carl there being spotted. M249, another stable gun. Beautiful spray. He's almost getting that knock. Let's go.
And
Man
that,
got
ladies and gentlemen, is
distracted.
why you don't pick the M249 over the DP28. That case in point, you will
No.
get slapped up. And they've learned that the hard way, unfortunately. But Cardi makes his way through unscathed. I wouldn't say unscathed per se, but he's still alive, can keep something all the way through. But Los Leones would be the best place to be if you are trying to make your way through here. Carti circling back, hasn't been able to sit up and get an angle through. But fortunately for him, he makes his way inside just south of San Martin, and I think he will be able to at least catch a breather after the day he has just had.
Hmm. Yes, sir. I see TZ there asking, why did that guy DBS him with a lot of violence? Well, that is why when you play solos, you have to be ready. You have to be mentally prepared, because look at Carl there. Yeah, what happened there? This okay. Notable had a chance of getting an actual spray on Carl because of how he had exposed himself there. You can easily spray, especially if you're prone that way. But the man did not take that chance. But then solos, honestly, I can't. There was a solo match previously here in Kenya for the universities, and I tried to play it. Yo, I felt sick. There's no way people are this confident. So I'm still going to tell people big up for playing these games. It's not easy. I don't think, Priest, you've been in this situation. I don't think you have.
I
You've
have.
not put yourself here.
Don't forget,
Nah.
I've won girl. I have won championships. I have been in
You
this space
you won
before.
what? You in
The thing is,
squads, not in solos.
nah. I've won a lot of solo tournaments. I'm not even capping, like for real, for
What
real.
skills
Like
now?
the thing is, when you're playing solos, yeah, you have to protect yourself and protect your field of vision. Those are the first.
Yeah.
Those are the first two things. Protect your field of vision and protect yourself. In every single position you want to take inside of the circle, you have to make sure that you are exposed only from one position. You can take a look at Antoine right now. If you see
Yeah.
someone in this position, behind him, he's cooked. He's cooked because this is graveyard. I think there's somewhere around graveyard, and people from on top of graveyard playing on from that southern side will have a position on him. This is somewhere I wouldn't be. And again, it is always players that have vehicles that will have something on the rest of the the players that don't have any vehicles at all. We saw that in the Erangel game, at least for these types of maps, so that locks. And now this is a very good spot to be in, but again, it doesn't favor you for the long term because the play zone is most likely going to move away from this spot. But
Let's
like I said,
go.
had to be very careful there, but managed to make it through.
I don't understand what is happening here. Because if it were me, there is no way I'm staying here. But then again, the winner of the many championships says that, well, these guys are doing great. According to me, I'd say run because they know way. But then we can see Notable trying to do something here on Anto. For Anto, he's actually sandwiched. We can see a solo player right above the hill. They're probably not that close. But then if he decides to go where he can hear the shots, we are going to be seeing something happening there. But let's just wait and see. Anyway, for the people who are watching the live, if you're watching and the likes have not gotten to 10K, I don't know about you, but that's illegal in many, many ways. So go ahead and tap on that screen, share the live stream link, tell them to come join us because the Africa champs are Kenyans. We all know that Kenyans are the best in PUBG Mobile, but we don't really brag about it because if we do, people like Priest will have to start sharing their wins that they have won over the years. And like, unlike us, we have many, but we don't share. So go ahead and share this live and enjoy. That's all you're asking for. Make sure you do participate as well in a chance to win the 300 UC. I'm not sure if it's 300, I'm assuming. But yeah, you can do that by following Carry Fast and PUBG Mobile Africa on TikTok and sending a UID on the DMs for the PUBG Mobile Africa so that you can start a chance of participating in the live draw or rather the lucky draw, sorry, and you get a chance of winning some UC. That's more UC in your bag, and if you're participating as well, that's even more UC. So yeah, and for the people asking how do they participate, there is a link to join these rooms. Just probably you haven't checked your PUBG mobile emails. But if you're in Kenya, there's an email. You can easily join and play the game. But let's get back to it. Graveyard is looking quite surrounded right now. We have a lot of teams getting closer. We still have Noble and Antuo. Same place there. We have Saint, third party. Like I said, I thought it was Antuo who was third who was sandwich right now, but then because Saint can see from where he is, and the only person who was outside there was his name got lost, but yeah, he was the only one who was out there and got exposed. This is Miramar Priest in the whole map. Where would you camp and wait till the game ends?
Um, well, I wouldn't call it camping. I would call it, strategic waiting. And I would be strategically waiting somewhere where
Ah.
Null is. That position where Null is right now, that looks very, very good. That looks like a very, very solid position to strategically wait for the zone to get into, a better position where you can take a high ground position because of, it's
Mm.
Miramar, there's hills, there's valleys. So you have to be on the hillside, try to get yourself into a high ground position, a position where, you know, um it would be very difficult for enemies to spot you, and also where you would also give yourself an advantage,
Mm.
field of vision wise. It's always about the field of vision. It's always about how much information you can gather, because that plays a role into how you are going to see the rest of the game through. And it always locks in, it
Mm-hmm.
always works through. So you always have to be very careful with how you're able to, use that information to get ahead of the rest of the opposition, because that's what it's all about for me. If you're playing solos, all about the information, always make the right calls. But then again, you can't know the right call or the better call until you put yourself in that position with the information you've gathered so far. So if you see players, all of them, all coming in from that northern side, from San Martin down to Los
Mm-hmm.
Leones, you're trying to be in
Mm-hmm.
that bubble space. You're not trying to be in Chumasera. You're not trying to be, southwest of the zone. You're not trying to be too far out by the edge in that corner. It will take everything away from you. So I think most of the players right now, they're starting to see that. They're starting to learn that. Some players are in Pecado. Again, I think they're going to be squeezed out, but I think they still have an opportunity to keep some vehicles on them, because if you don't have a vehicle at this point, yeah, chances of you winning are very, very slim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. The zone is now closing in, of course. I can now see why you're saying Nal is at the best position right now, where he's holding. Seems to be central on the map there, but if it moves, then he'll have to expose himself. But looking at graveyard players here, Saint is still at the same place with Anto. I don't know what they're waiting for there, but probably they're waiting on one of either of them to make a mistake, and then they're going to push each other, or they're probably not even aware that they're close to each other. That here in Graveyard. So let's just wait and see. But the zone is about to shift in the next 2 minutes. I believe anyone trying to find a way or a place to camp out, then they should definitely start moving as early as now. That should be the goal. Try to be in the safest place in the map as much as possible. This is a big map. It is late in the night, so chances of someone forgetting that they're in a game, like let's say now staying in a room and camping it out. Imagine if someone sleeps out through the game and wins the game. That would be dope,
That
though.
would be,
That will,
yeah,
yeah,
that would be different for sure. That would be different. I'm not
yeah.
even
These
gonna lie,
things
that would be
happen.
different.
Mm,
I
yeah.
mean, lack of action, nothing happening. You just, fall asleep. You just
Mm,
fall asleep,
mm,
or probably keep your
mm.
mic on, and you're someone that snores. Someone will
Hey.
now maybe hear you because you're snoring through
Mm,
the mic through your all chat,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
just drive close and they hear you snoring.
No way.
Uh,
That will be
uh,
too much. You wake
yeah.
up. Oh wait, you hear you've worn the headphones and you hear a nade. Yo, have you heard of chest pains before? You will be shocked because what? I mean, the attack is what is happening. You'll throw your headphones and like, oh wait, I'm in a game right now. Let me continue this thing. But eh, sleeping is possible. I can sleep when I'm playing the game. It's totally normal. But if it happens, that's going to be interesting. You can see here Vimax. I don't know if it's Max, but he's scouting out the place that there's a camper, Toxic. Okay, Toxic from game one. Rangel Sunhawk. Sunhawk. He was chilling on the roof and he took his time using water to go towards the zone. So I think it's his talent there to maybe camp out, but we have Viking here getting spotted. Basically, everyone is holding out on a certain place. Either it's a building, it's a I don't know if it's a washroom, but they're basically camping. And again, this is a big map. The next time you see a camper or even someone close to you, I don't know what you'll have to do to find them, but it's totally allowed there. We can see War Nako. I'm actually interested to know where Nako is right now because last game he camped out the game on the bridge, got his position too, but that did actually work out for him because he camped it out. He did his thing and got his points. Now we're seeing the same thing with Nal. He got his kills and the game began, and now he's somewhere holding that room now, waiting for someone to make a mistake. So it's basically the same thing, but I want to see how this game will end. We have 24 players in the game. Basically, no one is going back to lobby yet. Everyone is passing by. Unfortunately, Karate has been taken by Jason. But everyone else right now, Zone is moving. They need to go. I don't know. I wish it was me playing. I'd be the funniest character in this game. Probably camping in the last places. You know, Miramar has like wreckages. What am I saying? Yeah, like
Well, this is
Rex.
an
Rex,
interesting.
Rex.
This is an interesting, dynamic
Eh?
here. You can try to see
Yo?
switching over, has a vehicle.
Uh-uh. Hey, no,
Oh, the
no.
DBS versus the MK14. Well, unfortunately, you're not supposed to allow a DBS user to get that close to you. That was his
Exactly.
cost, and that he
Yes.
paid the price. So take a look at that. No is inside of that circle as expected. I told you, you always have to be inside of those positions. He's made a very, very good
Mm,
move and circles himself
mm-hmm.
out. Doesn't get caught out. I think he's going to be good. But unfortunately, like I said, if you don't have a vehicle right now, I mean, most of the people you can see them coming from the north. Everybody has a vehicle on their side. They're already making the moves. They're making the right decisions, and that's what we love to see. Now it is about to get very, very tricky. 21 players alive, all of them trying to squeeze inside of that tiny, tiny circle. And I want to
Mm,
see who's going to come out on top. Anybody that doesn't have a vehicle at this
yeah.
point is getting cooked, bro. Is getting absolutely demolished.
Yeah, and the zone is actually far away. The safe zone is far away from people that are coming from the northern side of Miramar right now. They landed so far out. They're now trying to come in. Some of them have vehicles. Some are trying to run towards the zone there. But we have Jason again getting pushed. Seventh
Mm.
elimination. Everyone is basically coming to this guy. This is, I think the third person now to do the same thing. They're basically feeding him eliminations. So Anyway, I don't want to say it's luck following him because we don't have a guy like Captain here to move around and get those kills. But he seems lucky for these games. I don't know. King just stood there and is dropping his loot. You can hear him do that open field in a solo
I think he
match
has.
with
I think it
campers.
has more to do with. I think it has more to do with his position. I think it has more to do with Jason's position out there. He's trying to
Yeah,
circle
yeah.
back, and he's been gathering a lot of intel, and he's put himself in a very very solid spot as well. Pacing to the left hand side. Here
Mm-mm.
comes the Lord. He again pops through with the AKM jump shot tries
Let's
again
go.
left hand side, and will force him out into the open space.
Nah.
Noxman has to circle back again, and he's trying to get some angles there. Pops again right through the window, doesn't connect. Jump shot might get the work done into that right hand side, but again he
No.
pops through. Doesn't seem to get the angles right. AKM trying to pin inside the corner. Pops in, opens the door, but FBI will not open up. He circles back again, tries to hold the
Come
other
on, let's
side.
go.
And now surely he has
Let's
the
go.
angles and he will pop
Let's
through, and that will be
go.
good night. The nameless will come out on top, and Noxima unfortunately will not go any further. 17 players alive right now. And Tariq has got 5 eliminations so far. I'm pretty sure he heard all of that commotion that was going on in the right hand side. It could be a
Mm-mm.
very, very good opportunity for him to sail things out. But again, I don't think he has a vehicle on him, but he probably has a sightline on the nameless guy. Surely he will
Let's
let the
go.
bullets fly.
There
And
we
he did
go.
close that one out. Tariq up to 6 eliminations now. We're up to 16. Play zone still on the move. We're about to move all the way through. It will start to hurt now. You have to be on the move. If you're not in the zone now, you're not making it through. And this is why you need to have a vehicle. Players like Groot, Masorti, all of them will start to fall to the zone. You can already see it one after the other. They're starting to collapse and fall. And Jason and the rest of them, unfortunately, Nako will be one of them this time. The strategy that applies to Sanok did not apply here, and he gets
Mm.
caught out because of no vehicle inside. But fortunately, to those that did have the vehicles, we're down to 13, and they all made the right call.
Well, let's go. So basically, what is happening right now is just where I'm holding should work. The field is now open. They don't have that much cover, to be honest. The people that have vehicle might use it. You can see a person like Tyrant here seems to be safe for now, but then the zone will force him to move now. We have someone getting the push there. Beautiful UMP, that one gun that I'm actually fond of. But then again, what is this gun? Say it, Priest. Say it. Oh, Tariq, man of the match, there has been spotted by Jason. Jason is having a really, really good time right now, to be honest. I don't know about you, but he is actually enjoying this game right now. But what happened there? The M249 did that thing. 8 players remaining. Zone is about to close in. The compounds are becoming less. Anto, right outside where we have Max, we have an egg getting cooked up. Do we have a Kobe? Let's go, Max. If he has earphones, you can
Mm.
easily tell where Anto is. Doesn't get a Kobe. Both
Spots
pushes go
him,
in,
and the
and the DBS.
DBS.
Nod is
Gotta
also in
respect
the
the DBS, but
building.
Noel
You
already had
have
this one
to.
locked in. He heard the commotion there. Might decide to bounce the grenade perfectly launched. Molotov for grenade, aura for aura. And the grenade is the one that connects first. The Molotov just a couple of inches shy. Noel has to play off that left hand side, trying to get an angle through. VMAX True is going to chase him down immediately. He has the DBS. He's not going to shy away from this one.
Let's
And he
go.
does connect another shot, but unfortunately doesn't make it happen. Shoots him by the butt as he's running up the stairs, but he doesn't make it through. But this one will be the final third,
Nah.
closes it out. No, will not advance any further. VMAX True will get that finish on him immediately. M249 from Inferno closes out once again. Now we're down to
Hmm.
3. Inferno falls to the play zone. It burns him away. VMAX True and underrated. Will they lock horns? The open space. The play zone is very, very grateful to all of these players that have made their way through. We've had 2 similar winners with the same style of play from these players that we've seen earlier on, but it looks like underrated is looking for something special here. He's dual wielding, he's got 2 weapons. He's looking like Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider, trying to circle back. VMAX True still looking very comfortable there. He's
Nice
looking
one.
very comfortable, very, very comfortable inside of that
Hmm.
position, but it looks like underrated is trying to keep him at bay, trying to stop him, but a grenade has been sent over to ward him off, and his position has been compromised. And VM Extreme might decide to circle back, play off the right hand side. He's got a vehicle, and he will start to make that advance. Jason He's been waiting for an opportunity like this. Will he get 10 eliminations? Will he get that double digit? He's got a vehicle as well and is trying to keep his positions and his options open. But underrated has to be
Yeah.
very careful. The play zone is
What is that
not.
gun?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I do love it. It's like the easy, the easy. It's cooking right now, dual wielding. I mean, I gotta respect it, but Jason into that circle spot, trying to make a move, and I think he's circling back, trying to put himself into that central position as well. Jason also making his own moves and spinning through Vimectru over to that western side. Play zone right now. Jason will go for the hillside. I mean, that would be the better choice. Underrated already on the move. He's circling back, and Vimectru might get him off the guard, and he will close that one
Let's
immediately.
go.
Good night to the underrated. It's a 1v1. Is Jason versus Vimectru. He's been spotted, and he will be dropped off. And
GG's.
finally, VMAX will get that chicken dinner that has been denied him 3 games in a row. We saw him in the Erangel game. He was that close. He almost had it, but unfortunately, he let it slip away in the final game, but not this time.
Yes, sir. We have actually been surprised. Unfortunately, our winner for the past games was not here to win the last game because someone decided to DBS him back to lobby. Stopped his streak there, which is totally okay because now we have Max taking on the winner chicken dinner. I mean, honestly, I enjoyed that game. The last zone became what we wanted to see. That is exactly how a solo match should be. The tension, the fear to go outside of a building, the confidence. Because what was that gun? He basically looked like this the whole time. He was running and he looked like this, and that showed like I'm ready to take you guys. 2 guns in, I'm gonna take you guys home. And there we have it. Last game of the night. Winner chicken dinner to you, Max. Congratulations again to Captain as well for winning the first 2 games. And it was lovely being here with Priest. We have enjoyed your comedy, guys. It was actually fun. We're hoping
What
to be here with you guys.
comedy? Come on now. What are you saying? What are you saying? Yeah. Thank you guys. Big shout out to Carrie first for having me on board. Hopefully we'll do this again. It's been so much fun. I would like to see more. I hope that you guys have been watching the stream and you've been picking up the gems that I've been dropping, because I don't be dropping gems anyhow. I mean, Mitch told you guys a whole lot of wrong things about weapons and I gave you guys the right answer. Remember, Mitch is always wrong and I'm always right. But yeah, it is what it is. Don't forget to follow PUBG Mobile and Carry First across social media platforms on Instagram and TikTok. Also send in your feed. Give us a little bit of that back and forth. Let's get some feedback from you and know how you guys are feeling so far. Don't forget to include your UID when you send that DM to PUBG Mobile and stand a chance to win some of that exciting UC and some in-game items. Big shout out once again to PUBG Mobile and Carry First for bringing us this action. So ladies and gentlemen, it is good night from me. It is good night from Mitch. Mitch, you got anything you want to tell your fans?
I hope to see them next time. I hope I do this again with the viewers there. I hope you engage more. Again, thank you to Carry Fast and PUBG as well for having me. It's been an honor. It's been fun. And I definitely want to do this again with you guys. But make sure you do the necessary follow so that you can have more. That's all. Good night.